In the lead up to this year's federal election, Anglicare asked Australians living on the margins what issues are important to them.
Okay, what is important to me in this election? For all parties to stop having a go at one another. Why not just work together for a better Australia at the end of the day? That's all anybody really asks for. What changes would you make to the Australian? I think just to give everybody a fair go, no matter what colour they are. It doesn't really matter. I mean, if they're keen enough to become Australian citizens when they come to our shores, well, that's good. I'd like to see more of that happening, and less of these negative attitudes that people seem to have towards foreign people coming onto Australian territory. That's just a sad truth of what's happening in Australia as we are today. At the moment, we're looking into homelessness. It's getting to a point where it is getting to a crisis point, because back in '83, Bob Hawke turned around and said he wouldn't have anybody homeless by the time 1990 come around. Well, here it is 23 years later, and there's more homelessness now than ever. I mean, unemployment's through the roof. I mean, there's a lot of people out there with opinions, and like the Greens, for instance, where they'd like to preserve a lot of the wilderness and stuff like that. But then you've also got to look at trees don't give you employment unless you're in the forestry industry, which down here that's not happening anymore because of the Greens. It's just, it seems that so many people with negative views or their own opinions are stopping people from actually rolling up their sleeve and getting into doing what the Australian was all about in the first place, as a fair go for a fair day's pay. And that's all anybody asks at the end of the day. That's it.